Hey guys, Scotty Games here. I hate saying that because everyone knows it's me, so I don't know why I'm saying that all the time. But so here we go. It is the first Nitro, the first Tuesday Nitro, just after the Big Bang pay-per-view, which was pretty decent. Got a 62 rating, good attendance. Of course, the end of the show was, I think it was Hulk Hogan and Bischoff telling Booker T that well done, but you'll have to defend the belts once again on Nitro. What I what I meant to say was he'll be defending the United States title twice in one night, so he's not going to be defending both belts. It's just going to be the United States. So I apologise for that. I made a bit of an error, so to speak. So yeah, as you can see, it was a good show. If you want to look back on the last video, it was decent. Now the only problem I'm having, right, is the show. I'll show you. How do I see it again? Right, let me pause for a second. Right, we're back. Sorry about that. So the fans are expecting 40% matches and 60% angles. You know what? It's kind of a drag to do that. There's too much writing involved, and I like to have matches. Even 50-50 would be good. So if anyone actually knows how to change this without changing the whole product, I'd really appreciate it. I just want to change the percentage of matches and angles, but I honestly don't know how to do it. So I'm obviously stupid or I'm missing something. So if any of you guys could help me on that, it'd be much appreciated. Much appreciated. So we'll start the Nitro. So obviously Roddy Piper's going to be in the pay-per-views. On the Nitros, it's going to be Scott Hudson, I'm afraid. So it's just to get him on the show and stuff. And he's a pretty decent announcer. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think much else has happened. I think I showed you all the backstage stuff after the last show. So let's just go to the show. So here we go, the first Nitro. The first Nitro back. Let's hope this goes well. I hope it's not going to be a disaster. So let's start the show. Decent pre-show match. Vampiro defeated Canyon by pinfall with a Michinoku driver. Is that how you say it? Aye, Michinoku driver. Vampiro was penalised for being in extremely poor form. Got a 60. Doesn't matter. It's only a pre-show match. Don't care. Just something to give the crowd. Then we have Chronic, who defeat the Young Dragons when Brian Adams pinned Jimmy Yang with a high times. 51 rating. Wrestling got a 47. Yeah, pretty decent. They've debuted. I don't know why they've debuted, but yeah. Brian Clark was off his game. I'm guessing that Brian Clark is Adam Bomb and Brian Adams is Crush. Am I right in saying that? I think that's the right way around, but yeah. So, next segment is another pre-show match. Terrible wrestling. Johnny the Bull defeated Kid Romeo with a diving leg drop. The match was designed to tell a specific story. Basically, that's one of the things that I have to do. Objectives or whatever you call it, I don't know. So I just put it on the pre-show. So pre-show was pretty decent. Let's go to the main show. So the show look at all that writing. I do apologise, I'm pretty bad for it. So the show starts with Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff in the ring. Bischoff says, "I'm not even going to give you the big welcome to Nitro speech. This past Sunday was a travesty. Not because of the matches, but because of the results. Booker T somehow managed to leave the Big Bang still holding both the WCW Heavyweight and United States titles. That is not greatness. That's not domination. That's just one man holding this company hostage, and quite frankly, it's unacceptable." Hulk Hogan nods and agrees. "Now look, brother, I'll admit it, Booker T, you're a hell of an athlete. Man, I've been in this business a long time and I know heart when I see it. You worked hard and clawed your way from the tag scene to TV champ to US champ, and now you're wearing the big gold, brother. Props to you. Credit where it's due, man, but there comes a time where heart is not enough. When you're the double champion, you become the bottleneck, and this company needs to grow, brother. And Bischoff says, growth doesn't happen when one man hogs all the opportunity. Sorry about my poor spelling. Growth happens when the right guys are given a chance to shine. Booker, this is not personal, this is business. Hulk's business, our WCW, and we cannot and will not let one man dictate the pace of an entire company. Can't even read my own fucking typing. So Booker T then comes out and says, tell me you did not just say that. I earned these titles night in, night out, whilst you two sat backstage, stroking your own egos and rewriting history, man. I didn't need anyone's blessing or politic my way to the top. I earned it, and whether I'm holding one or two titles, I'm still the man in this company, and there is nothing you can do about that. Now can you dig that, sucker? Bischoff says, okay, Booker, I'm going to give you the chance to prove us wrong, because tonight in this very ring, you'll be defending your US title twice against guys who are hungry and ours. And I think that's it. Is that it? Yeah, that's all. I think, is it? Oh no, sorry. Bischoff and Hogan leave the ring. Bischoff looks pissed while Hogan looks a bit more upset for Booker. So it seems like Hogan's kind of playing the good guy. So it's like the good guy, good cop, bad cop kind of thing. Bischoff obviously the bad cop. Hogan kind of the good cop. A wee bit. Still being a bit of a prick, but you know, he seems to have a heart. So could this be a little tension? I don't know. So the storyline has advanced with a segment. Booker T, yeah, well done Booker T. All the greens. Sorry about the length of the angles that I write. I don't know why I write so much, but I've always been that way. I got a 71, which is really good. Hot and rising. Good start. Next segment. So, it's the debut of Rob Van Dam, as he defeats Devon Storm by pinfall with a frog splash. The match was designed to revolve around a lot of high spots. Yeah, fuck it. So, Devon Storm debuted his unstable gimmick. It's great. Rob Van Dam's in amazing form and got public support. Blah blah blah. 64 rating. Wrestling 56. Crowd 35. Good. Love it. Well done. So Rob Van Dam wins on his debut. Not very surprising, is it? Let's be honest. So then we go back to Hogan and Bischoff are in the office clapping RVD. So immediately that match finishes and it goes straight to them who are actually watching on the monitor. So they're clapping Rob Van Dam. Now that is what you call a star. Rob Van Dam is the future of this company. Hogan says, I agree, brother, but listen, dude, we've got to talk about DDP. He impressed at the Big Bang. The Bischoff says, I don't want DDP in the building tonight. I don't want him in the ring, and I don't want him breathing our air. He had his time. He's done. This is a young man's game now. Come on, Hulk. I thought we agreed on this. I have nothing against Dally, man, but truth is, the guy's breaking down, but he is hardly due for retirement, brother. Bischoff says, if he shows up, we turn him away. Simple as that. I have already told security to do just that. Well, he is still under contract, brother. I need to stop typing brother. Bischoff says we can think about that soon enough. Let's just enjoy watching some... Oh my god. We got a heart attack there. Someone's outside cutting their grass. We can think about that soon enough. Let's just enjoy watching real talent for now. God, man. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to put up... I don't know if you can hear this, but there's somebody out there cutting their grass and it's loud as fuck. So I do apologise. I promise it's no Terry Funk, Chainsaw Charlie. So anyway, right, that's that. So that got a... I'm getting put off here by this. So that got a 75 rating, which is good. I don't know whether to pause this or not, or just... I apologise if you can hear it, guys. So, let's go to a tag team match. A decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. The Natural Born Thrillers defeated Free Count when Chuck Palumbo pinned Evan Courageous with a super kick. The Natural Born Thrillers make defence number 2 of the WCW World Tag Team titles. So I got a 53 rating. A couple of them were off their game. O'Hare and Courageous. Yeah, so pretty decent. 53, crowd are still hot. Next segment is, so, CM Punk is backstage and is stopped by Stacy Keibler. Stacy said, "Hey Punk, what a great debut at the Big Bang, but can you tell us more about you? A lot of fans want to know more." Punk says, "More about me? Listen, bimbo, if the fans are too stupid to know anything about CM Punk, to not know anything about CM Punk, then they are obviously not wrestling fans. My indie reputation speaks for itself. I worked my ass off to get where I am, so how dare you throw a dumbass question like that my way?" Stacy said, "I'm sorry." "No, shut up. You want to know more? I am CM Punk. I am straight edge. That means I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't do drugs. So that makes me better than all of you. Now get out of my face." So, Punk clearly had, yeah, cool. He went off script, enjoyed it, got a 66 rating. That's actually really good. I wasn't expecting all that. It's good to give some mic time to CM Punk, let's be honest. So, this isn't good. So, subpar wrestling, Little Heat, Kwee Drew with Kid Cash following a double disqualification. During the match we also saw Diamond Dallas Page run in and attack Cash and also attack Kwee. So basically they're fighting for a couple of minutes and then DDP just runs in through the crowd. He's not supposed to be here. Why is he doing this? So he's running through the crowd and he's pissed off and he's just attacked both guys. Gave them both a diamond cutter. Just went disastrous, really. Next segment, so I've got a 33. Next segment is, so DDP looks pissed off as security then surround the ring. DDP fights some guys off on the rampway as Stacy Keibler races to him with a microphone. Stacy says, "You were not scheduled to be here tonight. What are you doing?" DDP, who looks very intense but he's calm. "You damn right I wasn't scheduled to be here. They say I'm too old. They say my time has passed. They look at me and see someone who has nothing left to prove. But here's the truth, Stacy. I never got what I truly earned. I wasn't born into this business. I wasn't the chosen one. I didn't walk in with a golden ticket or a famous last name. I worked and I bled for this company. And now those two clowns want to write me off. I am not here to kiss ass or play politics, or sit in the back and rot while you shove your shit down every one of these fans' throats. You can lock doors and send security, but as long as these fans chant my name, I'm never going away. I will get mine." So more security race out as DDP exits through the crowd. So yeah, good old fashioned DDP fucking, yeah. The man against the authority. Every company needs it. I got 75. So, then we go to a match. Colt Cabana versus CM Punk. CM Punk wins with a top rope pedigree. Colt Cabana debuted his fun babyface gimmick. It's got an initial rating of great. They've got good chemistry, that's why I made the match. But the crowd didn't like it. They were turned off by two workers they didn't have any investment in. Crowd hated it basically. I got 37. That's decent. Next segment. So we're back to Hulk and Eric. Eric says, "Are you freaking kidding me? I specifically said keep that washed up has-been out the building. I want every one of those security morons fired. Do you hear me? He just walked right past them." Hogan says, "This doesn't work for me, brother. We banned him. He is not supposed to be anywhere near the ring. He is out there screwing up our plans and making us look like fools." Bischoff says, "Okay, he wants to play games, let's play games. He wants to hijack my show. DDP just signed his own death warrant." "Hold on a minute, brother. Your show?" "Sorry, Hulkster, you know what I mean. So next week, if DDP wants airtime so badly, let's give him all the airtime he wants when we bury him. He wants war, he's got one." Bischoff breathes heavily, so Bischoff is pissed off, man. I got a 75. A 72. The authority power. This storyline seems to be going well with the ratings, which is good. It's the main storyline, obviously. That's the only fucking storyline, I think. I'm not sure. So, Booker T's first match is against John Tenta. He's debuted his dominant force gimmick. It's a rating of awful. So Booker T beats John Tenta with a bookend in 7 minutes. He makes defense number 2 of the WCW United States title. So basically the reason why we put him with John Tenta is because we want him to kind of sell an injury. So we want a big guy like Tenta to hurt Booker T, and that way it's going to affect him for the next match, as he's obviously defending the title twice. So Jimmy Hart did some good work at ringside. Jimmy Hart is John Tenta's manager. So yeah, 70. So post match, a hurt Booker T grabs a microphone. He is holding his ribs in pain. That's one. I told you guys that I don't fool around. I'm a damn workhorse and have earned these belts. Bring on anyone at any time, suckers. Got a 65. So a video hypes the debut of Sabu. Got a 34. So Sabu's coming to Nitro. Yay! So I hate having to do all these fucking angles, man. So Rob Van Dam is backstage with Stacy Keibler. Stacy said, "I'm here with Rob Van Dam. What an impressive debut. What is next for the whole effing show?" RVD says, "Stace, the way I see it, it doesn't matter who's next. They step up and I knock them down. That's how it goes when you are Mr. Tuesday Nitro. The whole effing show and the guy who's elevating wrestling." So CM Punk walks into the show and starts slowly clapping sarcastically. He's wearing his straight edge t-shirt. Wow, what an inspiration. A guy who spent more time inhaling smoke than training. You disgust me. What kind of example are you to our future? RVD smirks. I know who you are. You're CM Punk, right? Sorry, I thought you were in the wrong locker room. Indie tryouts are just down the hall. CM Punk says, "Oh, I'm in the right place. You're the one who's already overstayed his welcome. This company just got a second chance, and the last thing it needs is a junkie like you holding real talent back. You are everything that is wrong with pro wrestling." Stacy says, "Guys, please, not here." Punk says, "No, let him hear this. Rob, you're not the future. You are a not what to do in every locker room I've been in. While you were out partying, I was perfecting my craft. While you were getting high with your extreme buddies, I was getting better." Rob then looks more serious. Oh shit. Right, so that's that. So RVD says, "You done, dude? Or are you going to keep preaching that you're the god of pro wrestling? If you have a problem with me, stop yapping and do something about it." Punk says, "Oh, don't worry, I will. And when I do, I'm not just going to expose you as a fraud, but I'm going to detox this company, starting with you. Enjoy your high, because your fall is coming." Punk walks off. So, yep, there's the storyline starting, yeah. So, storyline, you know the drill, straight edge versus fucking not straight edge. So I got a 55 rating. Next segment. Decent match. Chavo Guerrero Jr. defeated Juventud with a quick cradle. The match was designed to revolve around a lot of high spots. Cruiserweight stuff. The match was poorly placed. A high spot match really needs a crowd who are buzzing and ready for... shit, my bad. So I got a 55 rating. So the Juice is back, and he's a face. So after the match, Chavo takes a microphone. Chavo says, "I have to admit, Juve is one hell of an opponent, and because I won, I guess that should make me the number one contender to face Shane Helms for the Cruiserweight title." Suddenly though, Billy Kidman, led by Tori Wilson, is standing on the entrance ramp. "Whoa, not so fast, Chavo. What makes you think you're the number one contender? I have as much right to face Shane Helms than you do." Chavo says, "Don't get involved in my business." Kidman says, "Okay, how about this? Next week, you and I go one-on-one. Whoever wins faces Shane at the Great American Bash. What do you say?" I say, "I'll see you next week, kid." So yeah, next pay-per-view, Great American Bash. Yeah, so they two face each other next week. Yeah, cool. You get the idea. And I got a 42, which is I wasn't expecting much there, to be honest. So then, 3 counter backstage. Shannon says, listen to those guys, Shane could be either one of them. Courageous says, you got this, bro, and we will be there to support you. Helm says, I appreciate that, guys. I will defend this belt for 3 count. So basically, the storyline started. Obviously, Courageous and Shannon Moore are jealous of Shane Helms' success, and yeah, you know the deal. So, Hogan and Bischoff are in the office when suddenly there is a knock on the door. In walks Ernest Miller. Woohoo! Hey Hulkster, look who it is. Look what the cat dragged in. All 3 men laugh and shake hands. It's good to see you, brother. What can we do for you? Miller says, I have been watching all this stuff with you guys and DDP, and I think I can help. I used to be in charge of Nitro for a little bit, so I think my experience can help you guys. Bischoff looks angry. Excuse me? Are you serious? You were the commissioner for a matter of weeks. How dare you walk in here and disrespect me and Hulk? He has been in this business and on top for decades. Don't you dare. So Hogan says, hey, Eric, calm down, brother. The cat is just trying to help, and I appreciate that. Miller says, I'm sorry, Eric. And how about you let me face DDP? I will karate-size his ass. Bischoff says, well, the answer is no, but if you want to fight so bad, then I'll put you in a match. Mike Awesome is a very angry man, and he needs an opponent tonight. So up next, you will face him in a tables match. Wait, but get out. So Bischoff. So the cat is being punished for trying to help. 67 rating. So it's the tables match. It's an extremely short match where Mike Awesome just defeats Ernest Miller when Ernest Miller was put through a table with an awesome bomb. So Ernest Miller getting like a slight punishment, which, yeah, 43 rating. It's just to give Mike Awesome some airtime, basically. So this is a weird one. I think this is a good idea, actually. I would like to have seen this. Right, so the camera is shot at ringside when suddenly we hear a voice. There's no crowd. Well, there's crowd, obviously. I've wrote that wrong. No music, just yelling. We see Jamie Dundee in the crowd holding a video camera. He is wearing a t-shirt which reads, it's shooting time. He continues to yell. No microphone. What is this weak ass shit? This is WCW now. Y'all went from the NWO to this. Man, this place is softer than a damn wet wipe. Jamie then jumps the barricade and manages to grab a microphone. Security rush to stop him. Nah, don't touch me. You guys should thank me. I'm the most real thing to walk through that curtain in years. I ain't part of this circus. I walked in here myself. No contract, no invite, nothing. You know why? 'Cause WCW never wanted someone like me around. I'm too loud, I'm too real, and I don't kiss no ass. Shivani says, I'm sorry guys, this is not sanctioned. We don't even know how this man got in here. Security grab Dundee and escort him out the building. I got a 31. So yeah, I'm hoping to push Jamie Dundee, and yeah, I like Jamie Dundee. So hopefully this will, yeah, give him a chance. So, a vignette then plays hype in the return of Piper's Pit next week. The guest will be Hulk Hogan. We see clips of Piper's Pit from over the years. Yes, Piper's Pit's coming back. So, Bischoff is backstage with Mark Jindrak. Bischoff said, this is your chance, Mark. You have been handpicked tonight from me and Hulk. This is your chance to shine. The main event for the chance to be United States Champion. Jindrak says, thank you, Mr. Bischoff. I really appreciate this opportunity. Bischoff says, you deserve it. People get chances here. This isn't the Vince Russo show anymore. This is a new era. The future. And you are part of that future. Get out and win that belt. Bischoff pats Jindrak on the back. So it looks like we're pushing the future a little bit. We're giving them a chance. Jindrak was poor on the mic. 39. So, a decent match. Main event time. Booker T defeats Jindrak with a bookend. Booker T makes defense number 3 of the WCW United States title. Booker T's brilliant, man. 77. That got a 64 rating. So, after the match, Booker T is ambushed by Lance Storm and Mike Awesome. They beat him down when suddenly DDP jumps the barricade and slides into the ring. He brawls with Storm and Awesome, hitting a diamond cutter on Storm to clear the ring. Security then floods the ring trying to pull DDP off Booker T and escort him out. Before they can though, Bischoff and Hogan appear on the ramp furious. Bischoff says, "You just don't get it, do you, Paige? We told you, you're done, you're banned, you don't work here anymore." Hogan says, "Hold on, Eric. Hey Paige, you want to keep showing up where you don't belong? Fine, next week you're gonna wish you stayed gone." So Booker T then gets to his feet, leaning on the ropes as DDP shakes his hand as they both have a mutual respect. The announcers question what Hogan meant by that as the show goes off the air. That got a 67. Nice. Nice. Please be a good rating. 60. I think that's okay with the network. I'm not too sure. It lost its popularity in 9 regions. It increased. Fucking hell, man. Jeez, oh. Hopefully the storylines can go better, because I really need to do the storylines better. I think that's the main problem at the moment. But the show's only just started, so I mean, what do you expect? Let's be honest. You're not going to get results right away. But yeah, if anyone can help with the percentage of matches and angles, I would really appreciate it, because I'm kind of struggling with it at the moment. So let's see what the people thought in Nitro. The show was good, although some found it underwhelming. It's no good, is it? The viewing figures were 0.71. So yeah. Right, this video's went on for ages, so I'll see you on the next video, which will be another Nitro. So please take care, guys, and yeah, have a good one.